Hey guys, my name is Renee and I'm a veterinarian of 15 years and I come on TikTok every day and answer questions about the veterinary field or if people have questions about their individual fur babies. And one of the questions that I get asked a lot is how often should you have your pet's teeth cleaned? And what I would recommend is that your pet's teeth need to be evaluated by your veterinarian at least once a year, semi-annually if you take your pet in twice a year. And what they'll do is they will evaluate your pet's teeth and let you know what grade of dental disease that your pet has. And so there's 4 different grades of dental disease. Grade 1 is going to be a sorry guys, my cats are fighting. Sorry guys, I had to restart because my cats were starting to fight in the background. So grade 1 is where you're going to have very mild plaque and tartar on their teeth with very mild gingivitis. Grade 2 is where you're going to start to have a moderate amount of plaque buildup on their teeth with a little bit of moderate gingivitis. And then grade 3 is where we're going to start actually having some gum recession and bone loss and significant amount of plaque and tartar on their teeth. And grade 4 is where you're going to end up in a situation where you're starting to see bifurcations of the teeth, meaning the different roots of the teeth, you're seeing the spaces in between those teeth. You're going to have significant gum recession and a lot of bone loss, and you're going to have really, really foul dental disease, halitosis or bad breath to go along with that, and the teeth actually may be wiggly. And so your vet's going to give you a recommendation on how often your pet's teeth need to be cleaned based on those dental grades. Now, grade 1 is the only grade of dental disease that can be reversed. So we always recommend having their teeth cleaned at grade 1 because any of the slight gum recession or bone loss that can happen at grade 2 and onward, unfortunately, is irreversible. So we always recommend having their teeth cleaned at a grade 1. But I would say that the most common time that we actually do dental cleanings is around grade 2 and unfortunately 3 and 4. And when you start getting into 3 and 4, you're probably going to have multiple teeth loss. And so your individual pet will vary for sure. So what can happen if you have a Chihuahua, every single time they have their teeth evaluated, they may recommend a dental cleaning every year. If you have a German Shepherd, they may only recommend you have a dental cleaning every 2 to 3 years, just depending on the severity of your dog's dental disease. And so different breeds have different standard and every dog is different. So whereas one dog may not need to have their teeth cleaned but every 2 to 3 years, based on your veterinarian's recommendations, there may be others who have to have their teeth cleaned every year, and then there are others who actually need to have their teeth cleaned every 3 to 6 months. So it varies between individuals. So it's always recommended to have your pet's teeth evaluated and then have their teeth cleaned. Now, in addition to that, people ask me what at home treatments can we do for our pets? And I will always tell you that once your pet has dental disease, it is the absolute best thing you can do for them is go ahead and have a professional dental cleaning performed. And then after the professional dental cleaning is performed, they can, all the teeth that are diseased can be removed. And then from there, all that nasty plaque and tartar has been taken off their teeth. They have had an ultrasonic scaling underneath the gum lines to help, get all that plaque and tartar underneath the gum lines out of there as well. They've had dental radiographs to verify that everything is healthy underneath the gum lines. And so now once you've had a professional dental cleaning performed, from there, you can absolutely recommend brushing their teeth. If they will allow you to brush their teeth, absolutely recommend brushing their teeth. And so you just have to get them used to having your hand in their mouth. And so what I always tell people is just get an old washcloth and just put it around your finger, and then just get them used to you putting your hand on the buccal and your finger in their mouth on the buccal aspects of their teeth, meaning the teeth surfaces that touch their cheeks. So you don't have to focus on their lingual aspects of their teeth or meaning the back sides of their teeth, because their tongue moving around actually does a lot of work and prevents most of the plaque and tartar from building up back there. And also we don't want you to get bit while you're trying to get your pet used to you having your hand in their mouth. And so you don't have to have a wet washcloth. It can be a dry one. It's just the mechanism of brushing back and forth. Get them used to that. And then once they're used to that, you can switch over to that silicone finger toothbrush with the little bristles on the end of it. Get them used to that. And again, you don't have to use anything special for that, just a dry one. But I will say, if you can't brush their teeth at least 5 times a week, it's not going to do any good. So you have to do at least 5 times a week, because just like us, we brush our teeth multiple times a day, and we still need professional cleanings every 6 months, just because inevitably you're going to have stuff that's going to build up. And from there, if you want to switch over to the dog toothbrush, you absolutely can. You don't really have to worry about the toothpaste, because honestly they're going to be more focused about trying to eat the toothpaste and swallowing it, that it's not really, to me, worth it. So I just say, the mechanism of brushing off the plaque and tartar will be good enough. And People always ask me, like, okay, my pet won't let me brush their teeth. What other things that we have that we can do? There are so many different things that are available on the market. My two favorite dental chews on the market are Verbac's Veggie Dents. They usually typically come in a bag of 15 or 30 of them, and they have a special shape to them that is meant to be used after a professional dental cleaning. But if you give your pet one Veggie Dent a day, you can prevent plaque and tartar from building up on their teeth by 70%. And greenies work very similar to that, but whereas they can be a little bit more expensive, but they will only get about 60% of the plaque and tartar off their teeth every day. But there are definitely options that can be beneficial. There are water additives that you can add to their water that potentially could help prevent the buildup, but mostly it's going to help with bad breath more than anything else. There are powders available. There are wipes available. There are so many different options on the market when it comes to like what you can have for your pet's teeth. But what I would recommend that is if you're going to get anything over the counter to help with at-home dental care for your pet, make sure that somewhere on its packaging it says that it's approved by the VHOC. So that is a dental organization that has looked at the product and determined that it is actually helpful. Anything without the VHOC recommendations, honestly, not going to be worth your money or your time to do with your pet. And then, but again, my thing that I can reiterate to any of you is that at-home dental care is never ever going to replace the professional cleanings that your pets will have. And a lot of people will say, well, they're still eating. Well, yes, your dog doesn't want to starve to death, or your cat doesn't want to starve to death, and so they're going to want to eat regardless of if they have dental pain. But if any of you have ever had dental pain, you know how bad it can be. And if your pet has 3 or 4 grade dental disease, they honestly could be having anywhere from 5 to 20 abscesses in their mouth at one given time. And if you've ever had one, you know how bad dental pain can be. So just imagine having your pet there with tons of them like that. And then the other really problem that you can have when your pet has severe dental disease, what is happening is bacteria is spreading through their bloodstream, and it's actually collecting on the valves of their heart. It's going to end up causing some carditis. It's going to go into their liver and their lungs, and it's going to cause systemic disease in your pet. So having dental cleanings is absolutely important for your overall health of your pet. And just because, your mama's dog didn't do it when it lived out in the country and it lived to be 15 years old, it doesn't mean that those 15 years of their pet's life without a dental cleaning were the best years that it possibly could be. Just because we didn't clean their teeth in the past and they lived to be 15 doesn't mean that, like I said, the quality of life of that 15 years was what it could be. But if we know that we can do things that can improve the overall quality of your dog's life and also keep them healthier for longer, why wouldn't we do that? And then in February, of course, being the National Dental Health Month, check with your veterinarian, because a lot of the times the veterinarians are going to have some type of promotion or discount in that month to be able to get more pets in to get those teeth cleaned. So definitely check with your veterinarian and see what options are available for the month of February and see about getting your baby in for a dental cleaning. I hope this helped, guys. Have a great day.